Hello everyone, Megabyte here, ready to take on a production car challenge race at Daytona. We tried this earlier in the week, it didn't go so hot, so we're going to give it another go. Right now we're qualified P2. Let's grid up, see how it goes. Alright, pace car's about to duck off and we're going to go racing here at Daytona. Let's hope this one goes better than my previous races.
Green flag, pit road's open. Go on your left, the next car's the leader. Still there. Still there, hold your line. Here on the left.
Okay, at least we got a clean start. What did Jose do wrong? I think he waited till the green flag to start, so I think that's fine. Oh yeah, he did kind of slow down after the pace car went off, which was a little bit weird. Yeah, usually what I like to do if I'm starting a race is I get right up to the pace car just before it's going to duck off, and then as soon as it leaves, I usually try to increase by about 5 miles an hour and just hold it there. Oh, well, if you just have it where you can see your last lap, that'll be accurate. It should match. Your last lap, your 5 lap, and your 10 lap average should all match the same amount, though, of how much fuel you're burning per lap. I mean, you have to do a full lap before it can get good numbers, though. Mine's always been extremely accurate. I've always really liked iOverlay's fuel calculator. Yeah, it should still work though. Average 5 laps should still show the same number off the bat for 1 lap. Whoops, a little off track there. Oh shoot, look at that. It's Blueberry. Thanks for the raid, Blueberry. Hope you had an awesome stream. Welcome everybody. You're just in time for the start of this PCC race at Daytona. We're driving the BMW. Right now we're catching up to Aiden pretty good. Wow, you really parked it.
Just rated with 39 viewers.
Simrig24, thank you for the follow. Appreciate it. Welcome to the channel. Sim Greg. Hope you all had a fun time over on Blueberry's channel. She was probably doing a little PCC herself, wasn't she? Stutter Shuffle 3, thanks for the follow. He just short-circuited, folks. Better check him out. How did you do the calculation from there, Scotsman? Because you have to convert the seconds to hundredths of a second in order to do the calculation. No, it shouldn't need 5 laps. Because right now I haven't done 5 laps, and my 5-lap average is telling me the correct numbers. Oh boy, these two are going to keep fighting.
The next car's the leader.
Oh, he just got an off track for that. It's per lap. It's always per lap. So you don't divide it by 5 to get the per lap usage. Jose got back out front.
Don't bump on the corners, dude.
Yeah, I can't imagine you're using 1.49 liters. Well, no, that's about right. 1.49 liters in 1 lap of fuel. In 1 lap around Daytona in the Clio. Sounds about right.
You're pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 5.5 seconds.
Oh, a little deep there. I only use about a ½ gallon of fuel in the Mustang for a lap of Daytona. In this car, I use 0.7. gallons. Oof. She's already getting pretty slidey. Well, yeah, you can change it to either metric or gallons. Liters or gallons. In the settings, the general settings tab. guys are setting a pretty good pace.
Sorry about that. That wasn't a dive bomb. That was a not thick as that carrot.
Pulling away from the car.
I'm not gonna lie, this is like most fucking style I've had in the midfield in the GR8060.
The next car's the leader.
The shield, can you please get out of the lead run here?
Left side. You're on the right. Rewind. Clear all around. Left side.
Thank you.
Still there.
I don't know why you sound so panickful. You're not going to be asking.
Clear.
And now we dance, Ricky Bobby. It sounds like it's using liters. Probably using metric unless you switch it off of metric. But it's in the general settings page, the first page that opens up when you open iOverlay. Scroll down a little bit. Should be one that says use metric. It's a little toggle switch to turn metric on or off.
You're good.
Should just say use metric. But then you have to convert the seconds in your lap times to hundredths of a minute if you're going to divide the number of minutes by, like, if your lap time is 2 minutes and 8 seconds, you have to divide 8 by 60 and then take that decimal and add it to 2 and then divide that number into 25 to get the actual number of laps you're going to do, and then multiply that number by how much fuel it says you're using per lap, and then you have how much fuel you actually need to put in for the race.
Still there. Clear on the right. Car on your left. Clear.
And then I usually add an extra lap worth if we have a formation lap. Yeah, I know. I don't know why he was doing that. We got to catch back up to Jose before we worry about any of that nonsense.
Thanks.
Pulling away from the car behind. The gap is 7.7 seconds.
Oof. Come on, get it turned in.
Colton, last by me, I'll let you pass me so you can get more overspeed.
See, it feels
and then
like
when I
it's
catch up to
burning the
pack-
tires off of it already.
We're a great spot for some hardware.
Break.
Yeah, right rear is already 195 degrees.
You've got a slow car on the left. Go right.
Aiden, don't worry about defending. Just catch back up to Jose. Yeah, that's true.
Quick question, because I'm in the back with that. How much fuel did everybody start with? Because I apparently started with way too much. I think it is like 20, 25 liters. Wait, what class are you?
GT 86.
Yeah, okay.
You mean the GR86? Yeah, when you first switch it off metric, it's still on the old data set until you turn enough laps for it to get a new data set. Oh boy. Wow, I'm surprised that wasn't a slowdown. Okay, so 13 times 1.5 should tell you how many liters of fuel you need.
You have about 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh crap. Whew, save that one from the gutter. Yeah, I've dealt with that before. It's like it still stores the data set from before.
Clear.
But you can just convert gallons to liters, or switch iRacing over to metric real quick and set your fuel that way. No, not like the computer. I don't know how you reset the data set. I can't remember.
Sorry.
Okay, you got track back up. That's good.
Left side. Clear.
Bro, why is this guy still defending like that?
Gotta love when your throttle stops at 3/4 for some reason in the middle of the lane.
Car on your left. Keep to the right.
Dude, this happened to me before. I don't know why.
Stay on the right. Still there, hold your line. You're losing on the car in front. The gap is 1.1 seconds. Keep to the right.
Yeah, I'm losing like 3 seconds a lap now because of it.
Clear.
Thought I broke my car.
Oh boy.
Right side. Still there. Clear. Left side. Clear.
Okay, well, we made it through that mess.
Car on your left. Clear on the left. Left side. Clear on the left.
Aiden, stop defending, dude.
Be careful, GR, you're not racing anybody.
Yeah, it is. A lot of times it is.
White flag this time. Delete consider 0.287.
Alright, whoever's in that GR needs to... Nice push, bud.
The car in P4 just set the fastest lap. 58.643. Left side.
Yeah, my bad, guys.
Come on, gas.
Got about 2 laps of fuel.
Go, gas.
No, pushing.
Got this.
Okay, we can pass him. Go ahead, Gus. Yeah, that. Yeah, he never won joy.
Dang, I thought I could get to the bottom side of the track before he did.
I'm glad I just don't have to do another lap
Car on your left.
with this half throttle crap.
Stay on the right.
I'll take the top end though.
Still there, hold your line.
Push!
Keep to the right.
Sorry, Paul. I wasn't trying to do that.
Keep to the right. Car's the leader.
Jose, you're a legend.
Still there. Still there.
Hey,
hold your line.
17th place GR, can you not affect the Mazda race? Thanks, dude. Push! Use your brain.
It's over.
Stop,
Good
Furman.
job.
Stop.
Very good job.
We could have been battling for the lead there if
Yeah, the ego
Aiden
and
hadn't
Furman
kept going
mad.
defensive every time.
What the fuck, dude?
Yeah, man, come on.
But overall, good finish. P2, I'll take it. All right, let's go back to the start of this one.
Yeah, pretty close.
Jose was a little bit cheeky, slowing down after the pace car ducked off, but otherwise we had a pretty fun
Just feel
race.
so helpless.
And I was a little bit bummed that Aiden kept going so defensive on me. And I mean, as I showed him at the end, it didn't matter if he went defensive or not. I could get the overtake done. I was just trying to tell him, hey man, if we
that
work
was
together,
fun
we
as
can
hell,
be
guys.
back up giving Jose a problem.
Yeah, well
But
done, folks.
he just kept trying to defend against me lap
JP
after lap.
from
That
not even
ultimately kept
qualifying.
us from not being able to compete for the overall race win. But hey, we came away with P2 after running a fairly competitive race with two other guys here. I had a fun time, and for a minute there, I thought these two were going to wreck each other. There was a couple little incidents where they got a little dicey here. Off the bat, Aiden was I do give Aiden mad props though that we went side by side through the bus stop and we didn't wreck. That was pretty good. I'll give him mad props for that. It's hard in any car, much less this skatey little one, to go through that chicane and not end up wrecking. But as I said early on, he was up here giving Jose the beans, and I really thought hopefully he would continue to do that. There was a couple of incidents where I really thought they were going to get themselves in some big trouble. So let's fast forward to some of that stuff and take a look at some of the stuff that they got themselves into here. It was really a 3-car race. The rest of the BMW field really fell back. Even right here, he's already going defensive into turn 1. Maybe that's just the line he takes. But I would be surprised. So yeah, this was the first move of his where he went deep inside and then parked it on the apex, and I almost ended up overtaking both of them here. If I had been a little bit on the pointy end of the stick, I probably could have got that done. But at this point, I was really just thinking like, hey, there's lots of time left. We don't need to be fighting for first place right now. Let's save this battle for another day. But then Jose quickly gets back around Aiden. And that's pretty much how we rode the rest of the race. I think there's one more attempt here by Aiden where he got a pretty good run. Might even be right here through the bus stop. I think it's next lap. Next lap through the bus stop. That Aiden gives it a pretty good shot. So let's take a look. If we fast forward another lap, oh nope, it's into turn 1 again. Aiden on the outside this time, so he does know that line exists up there. And this time it was Jose's turn to go defensive. Jose pushes him a little bit wide there, gives him a 1X, and then they make a little bit more contact mid-corner. And again, I probably should have pushed a little bit harder there to try to capitalize on this, because with how much those two were slowing each other down, I should have been able to just breeze past both of them on one of these corner exits. I just didn't quite have the right positioning with my car most of the time. And I do believe they had one more side-by-side situation here. So let's get forward to that. Might have been a couple laps later, or maybe it was into turn 1 again. Yep, well, turn 1 again, they go side-by-side. Again, Aiden on the outside, trying that move. This time he backs off earlier and tries the, oh no, he sticks it around the outside, but both of us ended up basically going too deep there and losing a lot of momentum. And I think after that, we pretty much fell back. I think Aiden had used up a lot of tire there in the first few laps of the race. And then at this point, because I had been able to take it easy, I had quite a bit of tire left and was able to get him by the end of the race. But numerous times at this point in the race, if we watch lap after lap here with Aiden, he's going he's going defensive into turn 1. So here, oh no, this is still early when he was still attempting to get an overtake. This time he does get the crossover. He even makes it stick. I forgot half of this race. I could have gone deeper on the brakes here probably, but Aiden didn't really leave me any place to go. Stacked the both of us up. Not a bad move, honestly. Pretty good racing out of him at this point. But Jose gets back around him here. I can't remember how he gets it done. Let's watch and find out. Yeah, Scotsman, it just takes a few laps. I can't remember how I got it to reset before, but it's a pain that it stores that lap data for so long in iOverlay. All right, yeah, so this is the one where they went side by side. And Jose gets it done. .4 gallons. Sounds about right. Multiply that by 13, you're good to go. All right, so I think that was the last time. No, he makes another run at Jose here into turn 1. Can he get it done? No, he's around the outside. Oh, geez. Well, you'll be on YouTube, Scotsman. You can watch it over there. Say hi, YouTube. At this point, I believe, is where Aiden started defending. Yeah. See, he's defending right off the bat, coming onto the banking every time. And I think the second time he did this, I even got on the radio and told him, like, hey man, let's not be defensive yet. Like, let's go catch Jose again. And he just wouldn't do it for the whole race. We basically stayed in this same position for the rest of the race. I kept showing him like, hey, I'm going to go up on the high line no matter what. And then the final lap right here, I finally decided, okay, it's last lap. We got to do something. So I just ran as close as I could to him through the infield part here to make sure that I was right on his bumper when we entered the banking. Oh, this isn't the final lap. Oh, that's right. This was my practice of it when I realized I could actually make time on him on the outside line right there, which came in handy because after we get through this GR gaggle, yeah, watch out for those tire barriers at the bus stop, no doubt. This actually went pretty clean through the GR field, even though they were all over the road. Look at that. They're all over the road right there. This could have gotten really bad right here. I'm glad that GR had the presence of mind to keep it wide. See, a lot of times the guys that are driving the GR don't realize that the BMW needs that whole corner if you don't lift. Like, you need to be able to use the whole track if you don't lift through there. Which I lifted because I knew I couldn't use the whole track. And I thought I was going to get Aiden here too when he had to go the long way around through in and out because that GR on his inside, but wasn't able to get it done. What kind of lap times were we running? We were running 159s for the most part, it looks like. Again, he goes defensive here. And again, he goes defensive into turn 1. Jose gets a little checked up here. We're right back up on him, but right on, man. Yeah, I'm glad you got it working. It's super helpful to have a fuel calculator. Especially when I started doing endurance races, I was like, "Oh, you too, Jose. Thanks for coming into the stream." Yeah, Yeah, you came away with the win there. Thanks for throwing the draft my way. I don't set a lap margin, Scotsman. No, I do not. Yeah, thanks for seeing it back there and throwing the draft my way. Yeah, that's true. I kept trying to tell Aiden to stop defending so we could come back up there and attack you, but he was just bent on being super defensive the whole race. I thought I could beat him to the lower side of the track right here, but either way, it ended up with me right on his rear bumper, and I decided, you know what? It's the last lap. We got to just go for it through the chicane because otherwise we're not going to get it done. So here we go, side by side through the chicane. I had seen him do it respectfully with Jose earlier in the race, so I trusted him a little bit, gave him plenty of room on the inside. He gave me room on the outside. I gave him a little tap there. He got a lot of curb on the inside there, but I got a better run out of it. That draft was for the AMS Race at Monza. Bravo, brother. Bravo. That's good payback. That's good payback because this one actually counts for I rating. So good choice. Yeah, right here, man. Legendary. You were aware of what was going on in the mirror, and I think I was going to get him anyway, but I appreciate you making sure it was going to happen. So that was a pretty fun race overall. Let's go look at the results. All right, here's our results from this production car challenge race. 42 I rating gain and a 0.02 increase on the safety rating, even though we ended up with 3 incident points. We had a 2.5K strength of field. I think the Beamers was about 2.4 on average. Good little race here with Jose and Aiden. We pretty much ran away from the rest of the pack, but we were duking it out the whole time. Aiden just wouldn't stop going defensive, but Jose, the legend that he is, giving me the draft at the end, allowed me to finish the overtake on Aiden and take P2. Pretty fun race. Best one I've had at Daytona in a while because me and that track, we are not friends right now. I can tell you that.